Omaha is my name. And I worked on a P-47 Thunderbolt. Usually we didn't go out with the pilots until they go to on the news down in Georgia, Florida.
We need a van so that he would not be limited, so that he would not, being the last known Tuskegee Airman in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. People need to see it. Children need to see it. Adults, to be able to say that I met a Tuskegee Airman. In a week's time, she called me and she said, I talked to Cowtown Warriors and they're going to call you. So they called us out and we looked outside and I said, Ed, is that the van? And he said, yeah, I think so, So we met him outside and it was a beautiful new van.
Van, it helped me nice because I get sent to go to the doc clinic, plus go around and go out to children.
So one of the things that I noticed is, for the time that I've known Charles, is he's always been very giving, very much the stereotypical give the shirt off my back person. And something that I noticed was when he was struggling financially was that was a little more difficult for him.
I served in the United States Marine Corps on active duty from 2001 until 2010. And then in 2012, I joined the reserves and I've been in the reserves since then. After I left active duty, I had my first back surgery in 2010. And then Cowtown stepped up after my last deployment to Afghanistan in 2016 it was. Whenever I got back, they actually provided me a sleep number bed, which you think something as simple as a mattress, can't do that much, but it's been an absolute life changer for me. Because, if you get a good night's rest, especially whenever you have a really bad back and you're told you're going to need follow-on surgeries, you get that good night's sleep. Well, next day you can function, you can go to your job and perform. You're not as cranky around your kids, and so you have more patience. And so there's just so many follow-on effects that something as seemingly simple as a mattress can provide. It's been an absolute life changer for me. Another thing that Cowtown did was recently I was awarded a mortgage-free home, and they stepped up and they said, hey, we're going to furnish the entire thing. And so the day of the dedication, I walked in the door and, I see beautiful furniture. I mean, the kids have brand new furniture in their rooms. You look around, it looks like a model home, and that was all thanks to Cowtown. They could have just said, we'll give you a new couch, give you a new chair. No, they went in, they did the entire thing. So being able to relieve some of that financial burden that you might have, or you might incur whenever you get a new house, them stepping up, that's been a life changer as well. Even my own dad, who was a Vietnam veteran, wounded during the Tet Offensive, got medevaced out. He received some help recently from Cowtown as well. My mom was in the hospital, she was in ICU, got really bad. Well, those bills stacked up, and my dad, or my parents, who are dependent on his VA disability, the bills just started coming in. And for the first time, I really saw my dad worried. I said, don't worry, Dad, another great organization that may be able to help out. And so we reached out, and sure enough, Cowtown said, absolutely, we're going to step up. And hearing my dad's voice crack on the phone when he found out, I've seen my dad cry once in my entire life, but to hear him get choked up over an organization that has no idea who he is, just step up and say, yeah, we're going to help you out. That's just amazing to me, So again, it's life-changing.
My son-in-law is Dad worked for the General Dynamics, here in town. He met Clint. And they met me and they talked to me a couple of times. And they understood how we were treated when we came back from Vietnam. And then he told me about them and told me that I possibly could get some help through them. And at the time I was having some problem with my old car. And it was giving me a little trouble. And I'm partially disabled now. The big VA hospital there, I go there all the time. And I also getting treatments for eye treatments. And I go there and I'm getting all my medicine. I take medicine all the time for I'm diabetic now. My son-in-law, he met Clint and some of the others, and they told me that since you have gotten your VA benefits and all that, and you're diabetic, they might be able to help you with a car to go back and forth to the VA all the time. And so they helped me get a new vehicle. And it was the nicest present of my life, and I couldn't believe it, you know. And when he told me that, and I says, I don't know, I couldn't believe it until they gave me that beautiful car, and it's outside now, and I love it.